Fight Club, the movie that every college guy puts in their Instagram bio and half of them still don't understand what it's actually about. It's been called everything: toxic, genius, overrated, prophetic, misunderstood, and literally everything. But if you're here thinking, wait, wasn't it just about guys punching each other in a basement? Don't worry, you're not alone. Today I'm gonna break down what Fight Club was actually trying to say and why so many people get it twisted. Hey, I'm Sam, welcome back to my channel. If you're into honest takes, simple breakdowns, and the occasional reality check, you're in the right place. And don't hit like, drop a comment, and subscribe if you enjoy missing out on some no BS reviews and a bit of dry humor here and there. Either way, I'm here to occasionally roast the ones that deserve it. Fight Club is not a Sigma male movie. Let's just start here. Fight Club is not a blueprint for how to be a man. It's not an ad for embracing your inner beast. It's literally a warning. Yeah, there's a lot of punching, a lot of shouting, and some very cool chaos, but Tyler Durden, he's not the hero. He's not supposed to be your role model. He's the exact thing that the movie is telling you to avoid. The narrator creates Tyler because he's broken, lost, burned out of a life of doing everything right, working a job he hates, buying the stuff he doesn't need, and faking a life that's killing him. Also, instead of fixing it, he snaps. Fight Club is about modern men. This movie dropped in 1999, back when there weren't many movies that actually looked at what it means to be a man in the modern world. Like, literally. Sure, there were war movies, action movies, but something like Fight Club, raw, psychological, and brutally honest about male frustration and numbness, that was rare. Women always had their share of drama, romance, and literature, but a space to feel for men, they only had Die Hard and Call of Duty. Fight Club wasn't about being a misogynist, it was about being numb. It was about what happens when a man suppresses everything just to function, and it still hits today, actually harder than before. Let's talk about the ending, because a lot of people missed it completely. Tyler Durden is cool, sure, he's confident, fearless, and doesn't care about the rules, but by the end, he's not freeing the narrator from pain, he's taking over. The narrator literally has to kill that version of himself in order to survive from its consequences. So no, the message isn't be like Tyler Durden. The message is, this is what happens when you don't deal with your pain, that it grows to something more dangerous. And at the end, he's not happy, he's just free, and those aren't the same thing. Fight Club is fiction, but it's true. They see the fighting and soap making and the Project Mayhem and think it's some kind of a plan for revolution. But it's fiction, like anime fights or action movies where no one dies from a 12-story fall. It's exaggerated. It's not saying go do this, it's saying this is what it feels like. The violence isn't the point, it's a symbol. The real story is from inside. A man waking up, realizing he's not okay, and trying to take control in the worst possible way. But why wasn't it respected back then? Fight Club didn't get awards and it didn't get the Oscar love. Also, a lot of critics hated it. But you ask why? Because it made people uncomfortable. It was loud, it was raw, and it was saying stuff nobody wanted to hear, especially in the late 90s when everything was shiny, consumerist, and pretended. It took over 20 years for the world to finally catch up. Now in 2025, people are finally starting to understand, because now we live in a world that's more depressed, more disconnected, and more aware of how broken masculinity can be. Honestly, Fight Club is exactly like The Matrix, but for emotions instead of robots. It shows you the fake world, then pulls you out of it. It's then that you realize you've been sleeping, working, consuming, and pretending. But the movie doesn't just wake you up, it slaps you across the face and says, look at what you've become. It's dramatic, sure, but that's the whole point. Men needed to see something extreme in order to feel something. But what you actually should get from it is different. So if you understood Fight Club and walked away thinking, yeah, I just need to stop wearing suits and punch my friends in the face, congratulations, you missed the entire movie. What it's actually saying is, wake up. Stop living a life that doesn't feel like yours. You don't need to destroy buildings. You need to stop destroying yourself. You need to reconnect, not with chaos, but with purpose. And maybe, just maybe, learn how to feel again. Fight Club isn't an idol. It's not a lifestyle. It's a giant neon sign screaming, wake up. It's messy, uncomfortable, and brutally honest. And that's why it's still being talked about 25 years later. Let me know what you actually thought from the movie. Did you relate? Did you miss the point versus time? Did it age better than you thought? Drop a comment, and if you like these kinds of breakdowns where we actually start thinking about scenes, you know what to do. Like, sub, and stick around. Thank you for watching this video, and see you in the next one.